One, two, one, two. Guarda, posso vedermi? Look at this face. Great sigla. We're there. We're there. Look at that. Pictures, live pictures. Welcome to Lignano Sabbiadoro. For everyone tuned in early. We're just getting the field of play prepped. Today we're expecting some pretty hot temperatures. It's the hottest July on record for the last 150 years. So yeah, welcome to Lignano Sabbiadoro. It's the 15th Lignano International Cup. Fantastic weekend of Beach 5's rugby. The best that you'll see anywhere on the planet. Yeah, everybody's just getting themselves tuned in. We've got a few little things to do backstage. Lorenzo, here we got a completely new setup this year. I'm still in this little seagull's nest. Am I on? Are we online? Are we talking now? Oh, we're on. I'm talking to the director here, just behind me, which is great, because compared to last year, Lorenzo was about half a kilometer away from me, so it was quite difficult. But he's right to my left now. So we learned a little bit from last year. We've got our monitors set up. We've got our sound. Our DJ is over in the back there. He's pumping up the sounds, building the atmosphere. Yeah, the beach is still a little bit quiet, I would say. What do you think? Ah! Who is that? Ah, he's up there. So yeah, welcome to Italy. Welcome to at least 29, 30 degrees at the moment. And we're only just coming up to the witching hour of 10 o'clock. There's a sense of calm, by the way. Here we are backstage. He's gone off again. I was hoping to get a shot of you, Lorenzo. I was hoping that we would have a chat. But there you go. We're just checking anyway that everything is working. And as I say, yeah, kickoff for the first match this morning is at 10. And at the moment, we're 9 minutes off that. So let's just give you a little bit of background information to this weekend's tournament. 3 pools. In Pool A, we have the Pacific Islanders, the 10 and Step Magnets, the TOS Forum Beach 5's, which is an invitational squad that has been put together by the rugby heads in Friuli Venezia Giulia, where we are, where Lignano is. We're up in the northeast of Italy, up at 45 minutes northeast of Venice. And concluding Pool A is Pasargad from Iran, a squad that came for the first time last year. Really impressed us. They've got great passion, great interest, a great desire to spread the word of Beach 5's all the way over in the Gulf. In Pool B, we have the Italian champions I Pessimi, followed by the Barbarians from Barcelona, Tonga Beach 5's regular favourite with the Lignano fans, and Beach Rugby USA. And in Pool C, we have the reigning European champions, Ovale Beach from Marseille in France, the Villacher Danube Pirates, the Flare Bears from England, once again another regular favourite with the fans, and a new squad for this year from representing Fiji, the Fiji Warriors. We don't have an awful lot of information about the squad lineup, but we do know that one Mr. Paul Griffin, ex-Italian international scrum half, is part of their management setup. So I guess we can expect something special from them. The first matchup at 10 o'clock will be the Pacific Islanders against the Tyne and Step Magnets from Belgium. Two top performing teams. You can see it coming up here actually on the screen. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a humdinger for the first match this weekend. I must shout out to Saul Henare, one of our Hall of Fame inductees. Good morning, Saul. If you're tuned in already, was just talking to Andre. So yeah, here's hoping that PI this year will make some ground on the last couple of years. Actually, I'm just thinking that Andre is. Sorry, what is that? He's going to do. He wants to do. You want to do some publicity? Okay, well, be my guest. Be my guest. I'll come back to you, Saul. I'll come back to you.
Mania è il luogo giusto in cui sentirti a casa, bere una buona birra artigianale e mangiare in compagnia cibo semplice, gustoso e saporito. Tutti i nostri prodotti sono friulani e a chilometro zero e i nostri cibi sono preparati con passione dalla nostra cucina. Hamburger, steakhouse, prodotti tipici della zona e tanto altro. Il tutto innaffiato dalla mitica birra Miss Tots, la birra artigianale di nostra produzione. Prodotti sani e freschi, musica live, maxi schermi per eventi sportivi, spazio bimbi per il divertimento dei più piccoli. Ci trovi a Coseano, Remanzacco, Lignano Sabbiadoro e Cividale. Tots Mania, l'originale resto pub friulano, dove il divertimento e la qualità sono di casa.
And here we are, we're back live. Thanks to all our wonderful sponsors, some of whom you've actually been seeing in the last 3-4 minutes of spots. As I said, the teams are getting themselves ready. Down in the pit we have the Tyne and Step magnets already lined up, and arriving in now are the PI, the Pacific Islanders. We'll talk a little bit more about it later on, but we have a fantastic lineup of refs for our Master Ref 2015, and I can already see that Gregorio Piran, who's part of the Italian Rugby Federation's referee academy and representing the World Rugby this weekend. He's going to be taking control of this first match together with our history-making two women assistant referees, who we'll see plenty of throughout the weekend, Barbara Guastini and So Young de Bear. Barbara's refereeing at a very high level within Rugby Europe, as is So Young. And but this is their first cap. In fact, all three of them their first cap in Lignano. Always a bit of a nervy time for the teams first up, but two very, very experienced teams in Lignano Beach 5 circles. Former finalists, the Magnets back in 2011, always feature strongly. One wonders if they'll have it this year. I was talking to Sander van Vossenhoven, who's team manager, guru, magnet guru. And yeah, the guys are looking pretty fresh. They played just a couple of tournaments in Belgium, and they were away in Portugal, I believe, last weekend. So here we are, welcoming the two teams in. We've got a fan base slowly building up in the stand on the far side of the arena. As I say, this weekend we're expecting some seriously hot temperatures. They're saying it's the hottest July on record in Italy for the last 150 years. We can feel it already. We're nicely sheltered here on the stage. But we're going to listen to the anthems.
Samoa,
Okay, there we are. There we go. So yeah, both squads. We've just done the national anthems. What's interesting is that these two teams are in the last 3-4 seasons regular semi-finalists. This is a top quality draw. Anyone new to beach 5's? It's fast, it's furious, it's spectacular. Two teams, 12 players, maximum of 5 players in play at any one time. 5 minutes per half. And when you think of the temperatures, when you think of running on that, it's hot sand. We've watered the field to play down, but it's frenetic stuff. The squads are allowed to substitute, and here we are, we're off. Straight into, they're over. Belgium in for the Magnets in for their first try. As you can see, the squads can rotate when the natural pause is in play. A player can be subbed on and subbed off. Again, brought into play. Just to note the 2-second rule. You bring the ball into play, you've got 2 seconds to release it, otherwise it'll be turned over. Ball knocked on. Looking for support. No support coming. It's free. Gregorio calls a knock on. 5 meters out from the Magnets line. Let's see if there's a move on here. Going wide, looking for a loop. And Genie looking, he's inside. Unfortunately, the ball is. This is it, it's keeping your feet. Fantastic tackle. Ball went back. Is he in for the touch? Ref saying the ball went forward. The ball's gone forward, so it's Magnets ball. And we're back in play. Constantly looking for space in the offload. Fantastic tackle there from PI. The ball was out. The ball was out. The pressure, the rush tackle. As you can see, the frenzy. He's looking for support. He's going to need support. 2 seconds, and that ball, they managed to just get it out. All the way. Ball's gone forward. PI need to move fast. It's Jamie Matheson. And here we go. He's looking for his way through. He's found the way through, and we're tied up 1-1. PI are actually playing. I'm sure Saul, you probably told them they're playing a very high defense, which is good. But they need to make those hits, and they are. That's fantastic. It's fantastic rush defense from PI, putting the pressure on, and that ball is out. Our touch judge on this side is So Young de Beer, representing the Belgian Rugby Federation. All the time looking for offloads. Some great tackles going in from both squads. Managed just to release just in time. Again, Sander van Vastenhoven doing some fantastic work there. They're looking, unfortunately, the ball's gone forward. Unfortunately for the Magnets, yeah. Ref calling it back for the knock on. the restart to the PI. Jamie Matheson, I think. There's a couple of new faces with the PI this year. They need this. They need to move this quickly, and they need to release. Was looking for the support play inside. Fantastic. Need to look for that offload. Here we go again. Very fast up in the defense. Both sides very experienced in beach 5's, so they understand the pressure that they're all under. That ball went forward. Anyway, it's naturally in Magnet's possession, taking it into play. That ball's got to come out, or it's going to go to the PI. Magnets recover it. Barbara Guastini on the far touch, calls a touch. We're back in play, and we're straight into the corner. It looks like it. The PI take the lead. Pacific Islanders 2-1. Remember, we're talking about 5 minutes for each half. You just have to see the faces of the players as they come off. Running out there for 30 seconds, 1 minute, and it is absolutely exhausting. Fantastic, fantastic defense. PI are rushing all over them. They're not giving the Magnets a centimeter to move in. That's Sander van Ossenhoven. Oh, unfortunately, the ball didn't go to hand. Ref calling the knock on and calling the end of the first half. Yeah, I've got to say, rather impressed with PI. Andre certainly got the guys pumped up. Magnet's feeling the heat a little bit. Because the ball is just going through hand so quickly. Clearly, you can see that the Pacific Islanders are playing a very offensive game, even in defense.
I'd say, yeah, more aggressive, probably slightly better overall, but still a very tight game. There's not much in it.
Second half's just commenced. Okay, ball's gone forward. Ref calls it back. Ball's gone forward again. Okay, no advantage. Turnover. Ball goes to the Magnets. Again, looking for space, looking for support. It's a game of offloads. It's a game of support play. He's looking for the man. Look, drawing. Evading the tackles. Bit of a heavy contact there. Thank you, Enrico. You can already see a little bit of lethargy creeping in. The guys are literally playing full on here. Ref needs to call. Okay, he's carded two of the players for, I guess, for holding on and not playing the whistle. I'm not too sure whether they heard it, but it's made a bit of a difference already. We're gone squared at 2-2. That was Sander van Vossenhoven. One thing you can be sure of is that the magnets will never, they'll never roll over for anybody. It'll be important for both squads if they can pick up the victory here. It's a tough draw that they have, also with the Forum Uli and Pasargad from Iran in the same group. First two teams will that lead the pool will qualify, and then it will depend in terms of the best runners-up. All squads are looking to make it into the top 8 for tomorrow's finals. You can see, Finian, how it's energy-sapping stuff. Wow. And Wacky's in for a second.
Could be a bit of a surprise on here, maybe.
They're looking to bring the ball into contact and release it, but it's a risky strategy. The Magnets passing it around, looking for space, and they're gone in. They're gone in for that. Yeah, it's 4-2. PI will want to respond to this immediately. With a 5-minute half. Every single minute, every single second is...
Islanders seem to run out of ideas a bit, going backward with the ball, overplaying it maybe.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. But hold on. Hold the front page. It's 4-3. But there is not much time left in this. Ball's gone loose. PI need to recover it. They've been given the knock on. They need something to come from this play. I'm pretty sure of that. And he's straight through. That's what we love to see. You expect that from the Pacific Islanders. They didn't panic.
Finally, a bit of a nice move there.
Yeah. No panic. It's fantastic to see. Okay. This is where your defense needs to hold up. Just a foot in touch. Okay. Looks like they're gonna go into sudden death on this one.
So what happens in the case of a draw at the end of the game, Bren?
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna have to go into sudden death. Yeah, we can't have draw.
Till death do us part.
Absolutely. And it's no surprise if I was to take out the stats book over the last couple of years, both of these squads have been in more than their fair share of sudden death matches.
I think 4-4 was probably a fair reflection of the first two halves, so it'll be interesting now to see who can make the big play.
Yeah, no, I mean, in fact, you don't want to see a loser amongst two great teams like this. In fact, speaking of sudden death experience, the Magnets had it in the final, in the 2011 final, and they were beaten in sudden death. They know what it's like to come up on the wrong side of a. This is unfortunately, Andrigini couldn't make the offload. The ref calls it back. Ball is still with PI. You need a flip back, need a man, need an offload. There's some space out there. Has he got the legs to do it? He has. PI take it. You can see the delight and the relief. Saul, all the way down there in New Zealand. I'm sure you're probably jumping up and down in your bedroom at the moment. What time is it down in New Zealand? What do you think? It's the afternoon, is it?
10 hours.
Are you in the office, Saul?
10 hours ahead, I guess.
Send us a note on Facebook. Tell us where you were for that historic victory. Congratulations to the Pacific Islanders kicking off the 15th Lignano International Cup with a fantastic performance. I'm sure that the Magnets will be gutted, having taken out to 4-2 to be pulled back and then taken to sudden death. I can already see that Sanders feeling it. The lads will feel it, but have no fear that the Magnets will be fighting with us all the way through to the end of the weekend. I've no doubt about it. Both teams can take a lot out of that performance. Well deserved. Pacific Islanders receiving some credit-worthy applause. So, Finn, up next we will have the Italian champions, I Pessimi, against the Barbarians from Barcelona.
The Pessimi from where?
They're from Rome, believe it or not. Your neck of the woods. In fact, the Pessimi, Italian champions, they're twice winners of the Lignano International Cup. But there's something very interesting about the tournament and the trophy. Only one team has ever come back and successfully defended the title. And that was also a team from Rome called the Macarese.
Macarese from the beach.
Yeah, absolutely. They did it between 2006 and 2007. Every other team that has come back to defend the title has lost it, including the Pessimi.
How do they choose the Italian team that participates here?
There's the Italian National League of Beach 5's, which is run by the Lega Italiana di Beach Rugby. And they organise the championship on behalf of the Italian Rugby Federation, FIR. And the champion of the Masters final always comes to represent Italy at the Lignano International Beach 5's. Yeah, we're looking at, we just finished with the Italian national anthem, the Spanish national anthem before that. Yeah, we're turnaround for each match is, approximately 20-30 minutes. So we can see our timetable here. So we're due to, let's see, check the time. Well, you could already say we're 9 minutes behind.
Who would be the favourites for this game, Brent? Who would be the favourites for this game, Ben?
Absolutely Pessimi. The game of beach 5's was invented in Italy. And there is nobody like it at this moment in time. There is no squad in Italy like I Pessimi in terms of their ability and capacity. Now again, they just find space. They make the game look so incredibly easy, and already you can see the Barbarians are doing what they can. They're trying this rush defense. Looking for knock-ons, anything to give them a kind of a quick turnover.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive move as a first off, so looked quite confident in finding the man.
Well, actually, a number of these guys, the Pessimi are a 7's and beach 5 specialist team. So when the 15 season finishes in and around April, May, they then switch into 7's and beach 5's mode. Ball's gone forward. Advantage still with the Pessimi. And they just know how to play this game.
Seem to find the space every time.
Absolutely. And what you probably, they will eventually wear down their opponents. But they have a kind of an innate understanding of each other. They play it so much. That's the thing. They're playing they're actually playing an Italian championship. So they've got games every weekend.
In fact, we see that they don't look for the man. They just pass straight away.
Absolutely. Okay. Dave Drury is reffing. Okay. Back 5. The legend that is Dave Drury. Nice offloading. Ball still gone back. Ball's gone forward from a Spanish hand. Pessimi look fresh. They just still look fresh. It might be their extremely white shorts. It might also be the fact that they're a very composed, very organized side.
Offload a lot, I see, and always looking for the man. So it's, I think, a very difficult side to defend against.
Yeah. I mean, they're physical, very strong in defense, but they understand what it. I mean, look at that. Just take the ball, and already we're 4-0 up in the first half. Yeah, what I'm seeing is it augurs very well for the Pessimi this weekend. Actually, most of the players are playing in some either in the Eccellenza. Ball's gone forward there. Some of the Eccellenza, which is the top 10 here in Italy, which would be the level just below Pro 12. And in fact, some of these players would have on occasions probably played for, I know if they're anywhere. The ref gives the ball to Spain. Nice pass. But unfortunately, ball's gone forward. The Barbarians are suffering. Mario Capetti's men are suffering under the pressure that's coming from I Pessimi.
They've knocked on a lot of balls, actually. I guess they've been trying to force through the interceptions, but it's not working.
Yeah. But they're finding themselves 1-on-2 almost. You could almost say they're being caught ball watching.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, calling a move here. Let's see where this one goes. Nice little inside pass, finds the... Ooh, ball didn't go to hand. Ref says it's okay. Ball went back, tries awarded. 5-0 so far. Mario's going to have to help his guys to regroup. Quite literally, they haven't got very far beyond the halfway line. And they're finding themselves constantly walking into a blue wall. They're edging forward. But again, space is an absolute, well, fantastic that they put a score on the board. Yeah, I mean, they've been gutsy. They've been giving it their best, but it seems outclassed.
Was that rewarded or was it for crossing?
Yeah, the try was awarded. No, the ref's just called. He's called halftime. So yeah, you can see. Yeah, change side. Just explaining some some cheerleading hand signals here to to my co-commentator. Should we say hello to anybody in Dublin? Would they be watching?
Not at this time. Maybe we'll get them in the afternoon.
Yeah, let's see. What time is it in? Yeah, no. If they were down in Kyo's last night, they certainly won't be watching.
9:35, I think, is a bit on the early side.
It's 10:35 here, of course, Central European time, and we've got a lovely breeze. You probably can't see it. You can't see it on the camera angle that we have at the moment, but there's a nice little breeze blowing, ruffling those flags, which is extremely welcome. In fact, the Pessimi played and won in Barcelona, the Barcelona Beach 5's. And in fact, I believe that they would have played against the Barbarians there. But the Pessimi are already a team in form this season.
I guess I'll have ambition to arrive in the later stages of this tournament.
Yeah, well, having won the title twice, they can equal the Macarese's current record of 3 titles. So this could be just carving them open. It can be as simple as that. It's about timing and it's about knowing what you're doing. The legs get seriously tired.
Especially when you're going backwards.
Absolutely. It's just pressure, non-stop. It's a turnover ball. The ball was brought into contact and wasn't released within 2 seconds. So therefore it's turned over to the Italians. We're looking at just 5 meters out. Stretch, try. From that distance, Pessimi are unstoppable. Yeah, coming into the weekend, if we were to talk about favourites, I mean, apart from Ovale Beach Marseille, who you'll see coming up in the next match, who are the reigning European champions, you would have to say that Pessimi would be fancying their chances this weekend.
Just on a question, what is the average age of the players here? Yeah.
The average age would be in and around, I would think, the 24. That's a good question. Some of the squads are particularly younger. Pessimi themselves have a number of guys, in the late 20s, a couple in their early 30s. So they have a couple of seasoned guys. But yeah, I mean, playing on soft, deep sand like that, you need young legs.
Sandpit.
Absolutely. Defensive line. Pessimi really hold that defensive line. There's no panic. They know exactly what they're doing.
Two men in the tackle every time as well.
Yeah, because if you, I mean, one of the critical rules, most important rule, in fact, of beach fives is the 2-second rule. If you bring the ball into contact, you have 2 seconds to release it. The referee calls, and the players can hear 1, 2, and then he will blow. And it'll be a turnover ball. And what that basically is, on the sand, you can't, you don't, I mean, it's a contact sport, but you don't want the ball going into contact and staying in contact. So it's a fantastic rule, which keeps the flow. Fantastic try. Great strength. They've hit double figures. We're 10-1. So when you're playing a lot of beach fives as a squad, like the Pessimi, like the Pacific Islanders, like the Magnets, you understand these rules and you realize that it's not about contact, even though it is a contact sport.
In fact, it seems that if we look at the Pessimi, that they're able to get the ball off very quickly, offload straight away, and very seldom go to ground.
Yeah, there's always a support man. Great legs. That's it. We've gone to 11-1. But this is where teams that have come in the past, this is the first year for the Barbarians to come here. They'll learn something from seeing the likes of the Pessimi play. They'll understand actually how the game is played. This is really what this weekend is all about. It's staging, putting it on an international stage. The sport that was created here by the Italians. They had the mantle of European champions taken off them last year by the French. So I'm sure that they will be looking to avenge. No, c'è, sì. Meglio. Era troppo grande. Program director Lorenzo there is just working on the scoreboard. Yes, it does say 11. Spirited performance, but it's just too easy now for it's too easy for the Pessimi. Fantastic display.
It's great anyway to see the Barbarians tackling right up until the end as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, gutsy and spirited, it's total commitment from all the squads here. But you do like to see that.
Now, obviously, I think Pessimi had an extra level up, and in the end, it was quite easy for them.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can see, yeah. But they'll be happy about that. You can see that it gave them an opportunity to run a couple of moves, which they did, which worked. And that kind of run out will certainly help them later on in the day.
It's quite interesting to see all the Pessimi players coming off still looking quite fresh and hardly sanded, and all the Barbarians coming off looking quite battered and bruised.
Well, it can be a bit, I mean, there's no mercy in the arena. No mercy.
This is rugby cage fighting.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be, and there's probably people in rugby circles that think that it is a little bit like that. But it's, you can see for yourself, first time, it's nothing of the sort. And the rules, which were all developed here in Italy, as I said, the game was created here by Italians, something that they should be, as a rugby nation, should be very proud of. And I'm pretty sure that once World Rugby establishes 7's in the way that they want to, and how they are taking it to the Olympics next year, I'm pretty sure that beach fives will capture the last remaining segment of both playing and supporting fans. because it does. It's a spectacular. It's even for someone who doesn't really understand what rugby is about. You're talking about 10 minutes, and then you get your next match.
And I think as for the non-rugby playing people, this is far easier to understand than the 15's game and probably even the 7's game because of the clarity of the rules and the speed of the game.
No, absolutely. So welcome into the arena, Barbara Guaustini from the Italian Rugby Federation, FIR, and Rugby Europe is taking charge of this.
E ora l'inno nazionale austriaco.
So there we go. French and Austrian national anthems, reigning European champions in red, Ovale Beach, Marseille. They're absolutely on fire again this season. They've taken the title in Portugal last weekend. They won their own home tournament in Marseille, and they came in semi-finalists in Barcelona. Which was interesting. They were beaten by Padova Beach, who in fact they played in the final of Super Beach 5's last year. Yeah, they're absolutely one of the top teams of the last 4 seasons. They're going for their 3rd European title in a row. Let's see what Austria can, the Danube Pirates can put up to them. You just see. Again, very similar to Ipessimi, they understand the space, they understand the use of the ball. Ball's gone forward. Restart. Fantastic hands, ball in touch. On this touchline, you'll see we have... well, you might get a glimpse from later on, but Marius Mitrea, Italy's leading international referee, who in fact will be one of the 12 assistant referees at the forthcoming World Cup.
The Italian refereeing, I think, is coming on, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, they've set up the academy, the referees academy, and they're turning out a lot of good young referees now. This is looking for space, looking for space. Marius calls touch. He's a big man, and they're over for a try. One thing you can never say about the Pirates is, or you can never question their commitment. And in the last 2 seasons, they've risen in the Beach 5's rankings. And here at Lignano, I've pulled off some fantastic results. It's 2-1. I was speaking to Philip Wippinger last night, who's the Pirates manager, and they were really relishing the opportunity of taking on the European champions. Strong guys looking for a play. They've made it. He was telling me they had 2 new guys in the squad this year. They've lost a couple of guys who've gone down to play in South Africa, including Max Navas, who was the MVP for Super Beach 5's 2014. And I already see a couple of guys, but this is something that, they take the words out of your mouth as soon as they need to score. It's kind of Brazilian style. As soon as they need to score, they score.
Beautiful move there. It just shows the ability. Really, though I've been impressed by the Danube team. They're looking strong.
Yeah, they've got a couple of big guys at number 5. They were running some lovely lines. Ball's gone into play. Some fantastic feats and some fantastic handling skills. There's a big difference in a couple of the games already this morning. We've seen it could be nerves or whatever, but balls being knocked forward and so on. But the French are making those passes stick.
Definitely, I think we can see on one-on-one if there's a little bit of space, they often beat the man.
Goes straight through the middle. He needs to offload that ball. They're swarming, looking to create some space. Unfortunately, that ball has gone into a French hand, and we've gone 4-2. But there's no doubting that the Pirates have got something more to offer in this. It's a young squad. Unfortunately, that ball's gone forward, so it's advantage to Marseille. It'll be brought back, and they'll have the restart. French taking it quickly. Need to organise the defence. Fantastic tackle. That's 2. It should be turnover ball. Good morning, Giancarlo, the president. So French restart, and it's just as simple as that for. It's as simple as that for them. As I was saying, yeah, the Danube Pirates they've got a couple of guys who haven't yet had the experience of Beach 5's. They're needing it. They need a couple of those guys to follow up, make that offload. The experience of the French it's really making the difference. Unfortunately, Danube are finding themselves being dragged from one side to the other side.
Yeah, they're playing tough, but I think in the end they lose a bit of shape and get beaten out wide.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we have seen so far from Ovale Beach is that they're in form this weekend as well.
They seem to be cruising. They haven't really, I think, put in 100% yet, and they still have those 5-6 points in advantage.
Yeah, it's 7-2, half time. Just down below us, Philip Wippinger, manager of the Danube Pirates, is instructing the lads as to what they may well have to do. Yeah, we've already got a nice crowd building in the what would we call that? We'll call that the south stand.
Probably east stand would be better. It's on the Adriatic side.
Yeah, well, I suppose we're looking at it, but we're actually where Lignano is. So we're on the coast, and we're looking right down the leg of the boot. So we're actually looking south this stage. Sun is already reasonably high. It's coming up 5 to 11 Central European time. Second half about to kick off. Barbara Gostini taking her position in the centre of the field. And the Pirates calling up the first five to start the second half. One would say that it's a serious challenge facing them. They're 7-2 down. And as Finian was saying, yeah, the French themselves don't look like they've actually broken sweat yet.
Yeah, I think they're playing well. They're just taking the points when they need to, and I think they're obviously just want to get into this tournament without overexerting themselves, getting ready for the later stages.
Yeah. See Antoine Sanguinetti, their talisman. I think he's approaching 40 this year, but he's everlasting. They need it's the support that they're looking for. Unfortunately, they're just harrying Danube. Yeah.
Punish every mistake. Every time a ball pops up in free space, there's somebody from one of the French guys up there to pick it up and go over the line.
It's the same sort of feeling that you get when you're watching the All Blacks playing. You know, I mean, you make a mistake and they'll punish you. Simple as that. Yeah, ball held up. So it's turnover. Restart for Antoine Sanguinetti. No, he's passed it on. And so here we go. Again, Ovale Beach happy to play the space game. Fantastic feet. Looked for the offload, went for the offload. Unfortunately, that one didn't go to hand. It's frantic stuff. That was a nice flip pass. This guy is a big guy. But look at that, 2 men on. He can't release the ball, and that ball is, well, in fact, the tackler didn't roll away. So the penalty goes to the Pirates. The ball went back, so it's still in play for Danube. Unfortunately, it's been ripped in the tackle. Ball's gone forward. Ref calls it back. In fact, no, she's giving the... Okay, it went forward off an Austrian hand. And unfortunately, there's just too much space. Some big air there, but he touches it down. We're looking at 10-2. Unfortunately, it's one-way traffic.
Yeah, definitely, and I think you could see even the one-to-one again. That was a great example, man. Fairly tight, going lifting up and diving over. Great try.
Oh, knock on. There's an opportunity for, and they were, you know, the ref might call it back. He's looking for it. They're looking for it. Fair enough. Yes, it had gone forward. Look at that pirouette. Look at that skill. Look at the speed on the sand. It's incredible.
That was an unbelievable move there. We had 2 or 3 bits of brilliant excellence and also some great teamwork. So really.
No, superb.
say that goes down as try the tournament so far.
Yeah, I mean those. Pirouetting on the sand is that's pretty spectacular stuff. And then to take the try in the corner yourself after that, getting the bit of support, fantastic, great speed. But it's good. They've got great awareness. And look at them again. It's just they create so many options.
3 against 2 and easy dummy and walkover.
11-2. The restart, and it's not that the French are particularly big. One of the things that you'll note from beach 5's is it's not necessarily a big man's game.
Yeah, a lot of very good physical-looking guys, but not enormous.
So it's 3/4. It's and if we were talking about anybody from the 15s in terms of the pack, that's gonna taking it to. Are we gone to 13? I think we are. The screen is saying 13, 13. It's gone to 13. Yep.
In fact, it doesn't look like a lot of guys over 90 kilos here. Huh?
No, I mean that would be your that'd be your optimum weight. In fact, you'll see from the there we go with final result 13-2. Valley Beach Marseille defending champions, defending European champions, kick off their title defense in emphatic form.
Yeah, I think that's warning out to all the other teams that they're mean business.
We're going to go and take a spot. That doesn't mean, yeah.
Tozmania è il luogo giusto in cui sentirti a casa, bere una buona birra artigianale e mangiare in compagnia cibo semplice, gustoso e saporito. Tutti i nostri prodotti sono friulani e a chilometro zero e i nostri cibi sono preparati con passione dalla nostra cucina. Hamburger, steakhouse, prodotti tipici della zona e tanto, tanto altro. Il tutto innaffiato dalla mitica birra 5's, la birra artigianale di nostra produzione. Prodotti sani e freschi, musica live, maxi schermi per eventi sportivi, spazio bimbi per il divertimento dei più piccoli. Ci trovi a Coseano, Remanzacco, Lignano Sabbiadoro e Cividale. Tozmania, l'originale Risto Pub friulano, dove il divertimento e la qualità sono di casa.
So we're looking at the local boys, the Taz Foramuli Invitational against Pasargad from Iran. They actually played each other last year. Pasargad in the black and white, Foramuli in the blue and gold, recalling the colors, the regional colors of Friuli. So we will have the national anthems.
contro Soyung.
So here we go. We've just gone through the national anthems. Obviously, the boys from Friuli standing to attention to the Fratelli d'Italia, and yeah, the Iranians. They were a discovery last year, and they grew as the tournament went on. Let's just see how things stand in their first match up today. Formuli take it on, and already they take an early lead, 1-0. The one thing is to say the Italians, they're used to playing. They play this. It's their summer sport. When they're extremely passionate about rugby, as you know. And so during the summer, when they hit the beach, it's just natural for them to play on the beach, play rugby, beach 5's.
Yeah, it's good to see sport taking off in Iran as well. I think it would be fantastic to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, there we go. We're actually seeing that, the Iranians have learned something from their. They've picked up a few of the tips and systems when you score the try. 5 men off, 5 men on, keeping everybody as fresh as possible. Okay, Pasargad taking the ball into play. He's looking for an offload, doesn't get it. Again, Formuli going for the corner, looking for the offload. Lovely offload to Jacopo Monaro, I think. So 2-1 to Formuli. But they're not going to have it all their own way. There's absolutely no doubt about that. They need to take that ball. They need to move it wide. They need to find the space. And whoa, fantastic tackle. Last ditch tackle. So it's not just the spectacular try scorers that make a difference in this game. It's defense like that last minute.
That was a great tackle, actually, right on the line, bundling him out into touch.
Okay, the Iranians are keeping the ball. Okay, there was a forward pass in there. Soyung de Bear calls the forward pass. Unfortunately, the ball has gone forward in the tackle. Pasargad to restart. Oh, ball's gone loose. They've recovered it. They're again looking for space, but Forum have got it marked up. Oh, and how the sand will take the legs off you. Referee awards a penalty to Pasargad again. They're coming back, not back 5. Again, advantage to the Iranians. Ball's gone forward. Looking to offload. Ball's been robbed. Referee calls it back. It had gone forward. She was offering an advantage to Forum. It didn't accrue. So they get the restart. The Iranians back 5. Referee showing them the line. And here they go. Straight into contact. But she's going to call 2 seconds if the ball doesn't come free. It has come. Looking for an offload. The Iranians have robbed it. They need to use their advantage here. They needed that second man to run. No. Fantastic defense from Forum Muli. Winning the turnover. Close to the line, no. Referee, calling the Iranians to stay on the line, remarking and restarting for Forum Muli. And from that distance, they don't make any mistake. 3-1 to Forum Muli. That was Jacopo Monaro in for his second, I think. Seconda meta per Jacopo, Andrea. Yeah, number 13. Plays with the local Leonorso Rugby Udine club. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic bit of play. And Pasargad pull it back 3-2. It's interesting. This is interesting. That ball's to be released. Advantage accrues to Forumuli. And one would wonder. The referee is called into the first half. Yeah, it seems we've gone to 4-2. The try was awarded. Oh, hang on. No try. No try. It's yeah, there seems to be there's a little uncertainty about, but yeah, scoreboard's been updated. It's 3-2. That final pass, I mean, we're at the wrong angle, but it did look forward to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always very tight. Everyone's passing very flat, so it must be very difficult for the ref to actually get the calls right. Yeah.
Okay, so players are set. Watch is set. So Young brings the game second half into play. And the Iranians already, there's a slap down penalty to the Iranians straight away, and he goes on his own as he got the strength. He's looking for an offload, ball's gone forward. That'll bring Friuli and Hearts some relief. Looking for an offload, looking to get that ball out. Again, the Iranians are showing some great commitment, just can't make the line from this distance. They're looking for an offload. The ball has gone out of play. Looks like the ball is... we're going forward on that one, Finian, I think.
It was a bit scrappy there. It was a lot of good defense by both sides, but the ball turned over a few times. Difficult to read the game there.
The Iranians in play, looking to breach the defense from that distance out. Tackler not releasing. He could actually take that himself if he had thought about it. Fantastic defense from the Forumuli.
Solid wall defense there, because 3 or 4 times it looked like they were through, but every time there's a defender there to stop the man.
Yeah, no. They'll be pleased about that defensive move, but they need to. Did that ball go forward? Well, I think Forumuli breathing another sigh of relief there. I'm not too sure how. Anyway, good tackle. Unfortunately, no referee. Not back 5. Not back 5. Unfortunately, it looks like someone's going to get to see a little bit of yellow. Okay.
That was a wrestling move. I think Iranians are famous for being good wrestlers, and that
yeah.
out of the Olympic wrestling final.
Yeah, it could well be that reason, but they're now down to 4 men, which means they're going to be under some serious pressure now in the next 4 minutes. Okay, restart to Forumuli. They're playing 5-on-4 and they're through, making use of the extra man.
Yeah, I think 5 against 4 is going to be a bit of a foregone conclusion.
Well, I think the penalty in the sin bin for the yellow is can be as much as 2 minutes.
How long is the yellow card last?
It's a good question. It should be 2 minutes, but I'd already noted earlier on that the yellow cards that were awarded it seemed to be only a minute. Mind you, that could have been just the speed of play, and you know. But if you think about, you know, as penalties go, to go down to lose one player for 20% of a half, it's significant in terms of punishment.
Definitely, because I think the Iranian team is probably a little less strong, so they probably have really suffered this.
Score's gone out to 6-2 in favour of Forum Uli. Iran restarting. Wonderful, wonderful move, wonderful try. They should be congratulated for their spirit. Yeah. Back up to 5 players, balls in touch or foot in touch. That should be restart to Pasargad. 6-3 it currently stands. They'd be happy to add another score in terms of their differential. Ball's gone forward. Back 5 and the restart for Iran. Already looking for a flat pass. Unfortunately not looking for the man, and the man not looking for the ball. Frantic calls from Forum Uli. Coach David Imakor is screaming for some quick play. It's a second yellow there for number 7 for Pasargad. It would appear. Did we have 2 cards there? I didn't see that bit of action. It was just right in the corner below me. Just below us, we have the 2 squads waiting for the substitutions. And there we go. We're going to go to a spot. 7-3, the final result. Forum Uli will be happy with that one. It wasn't as straightforward as they might have thought. We love Unidocs, one of our super sponsors. You've just seen their spot. Been with us. The two teams coming in for the next matchup. Tonga Beach 5's against the USA Beach 5 squad. These two teams have met here before, and in fact, I believe they might have even met here last year. We have the national anthems.
E ora l'inno nazionale degli Stati Uniti.
Just hearing the national anthem of the United States of America. Two teams lining up. Tonga Beach 5's against the USA. Tongans immediately taking it into some serious contact. Oh, unfortunately, the offload, the ball went back, and the try is awarded. Okay. Back into play, USA. Ball's gone forward. Restart goes to the Tongans. Looking for the Taivu. Not back 5.
Thank you, Joe. Just heard one of the toughest tackles of the tournament so far. You could feel that from here.
Issei Young making it 2-0 for the Tongans. The Americans scrambling to find themselves, looking for a ball's gone forward. Turnover. Fantastic handoff. Lovely pass. Ball went forward in the pass, but what a wonderful pass it would have been. See the Tongans, the Americans making and taking their first try of the day. 2-1. Quick restart from Tonga. Unfortunately, ball's gone forward from Taivu. USA looking to carve open a bit of space. Oh, ball's gone forward in the tackle. Advantage to the Tongans. And they restart. Tackle. Great offload. Looking for support. Ball's gone forward. Looking to wonderful offload. Looking for the man. And fantastic bit of supporting play from the USA Beach 5's to tie up the game at 2-2. They seem to be finding their feet now. You see Young taking the restart. Looking for there was obviously a call on, but it didn't happen. Ball's gone forward. So restart to the Americans. Looking for the inside, 1, 2. Ball doesn't come out. Tongan restart. Looking for an offload. Nice little flip back. Looking for that offload again. Keeping the ball alive, just about right on the touchline. Tidy offload. Yeah, there's a bit of space here. Ooh. Fantastic tackle. Ball goes forward in the tackle. He felt it.
There's some fierce tackling from the Islanders.
Well, I mean, it's something that they're famous for. Ooh. Kind of felt the impact of that one as well. But the Americans are they're keeping their composure. It's just a little bit scrappy, but the ball stays with the USA. They're in a tight corner. No penalty, not back 5. Restart for the Americans. This is where you need to find the space. And he's made it. It's 3-2 for the United States. I think the Islanders are not going to be wanting to look at that score for too long.
No, in fact, the Tongans started better, but they seem to have lost a bit of focus, and the Americans actually looked a better team in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, they seem to have definitely found their feet. Okay, restart for Tonga. Nice little show. Looking for an offload, but they're running into a blind alley there. He's through the middle. What a nice little fade. And at halftime, tied that up beautifully at 3-3. Actually interesting, a half that ebbed and flowed.
Yeah, I think at the end there's probably a fair score, so interesting to see who's going to come out stronger in the second half.
We got our pitch crew on watering down the surface. It's getting hot out there. Tongan sporting a couple of nice, interesting tattoos.
Trademark.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's their culture. It's great. It's great to have them here. Great to see them. Fantastic bunch of lads. Wouldn't like to be tackled by them, but
fierce tackling.
Yeah, they're always they're a crowd favourite. United States restart the match, looking for space, finding space, creating space. And I think, yeah, he made it. Took the tackle.
Great defensive tackle there. He almost spilled the man, but the American held on.
Fantastic. We've just seen two. We've seen the essence of what Beach 5's is, end to end. 2 tries in a matter of
20 seconds.
And 2 fantastic tries. Into the tackle. Looking to keep the ball alive. Gone to touch. Gostini raises the flag. Wonderful offload. Looking for that. Oh, just doesn't go to hand. Unfortunately, ball's gone forward. Restart to Issei Young, the Tongans. Looking to create that space. Carve it open. Oh. You would have to say from this distance, they must, and they do. Here we go. We're going 5-4 for Tonga. This one's heating up.
Nothing in it, though, I think. Whoever's going to finish stronger is going to win this.
Yeah. Or we could actually be looking at, I mean, if the Americans manage to tie it up the way time is. Ooh. Yeah, who knows? We could be looking at another sudden death. Lovely pass. Looking to create space. Looking to but okay. They have one man out. And he's through. He's through. He's through. Fantastic show. And then go.
Pretty good rugby.
Yeah, we're looking at 5-all at this stage. There's really, as you said, not very much between the two teams. Back in play. The Tongans taking the ball forward, trying to clear it. The ball is out. The States have it. Not releasing. Penalty. Yeah. Referee calls it. Not releasing the ball. Penalty in favour of the Tongans. The Americans back 5. Looking to find that space. Looking to create that space. Fortunately, the ball's just gone forward. Restart to the Americans. Unfortunately, it needs to be a foot tap, not a knee tap. Well spotted. Unfortunately, the ball's gone forward in the tackle. Ferocious tackle. Total commitment. And he felt it. Taivu, what an offload, coming with speed, but what a fantastic tackle again. This is total commitment. That ball definitely going to restart to the Tongans. He's got to find an offload. Ooh, unfortunately gone to touch. They're showing, they have imagination.
Definitely. I mean, I think there's a good team in this Tonga.
The imagination, the execution isn't quite.
Sometimes a little bit distracted. I guess that's a bit typical of Tongan rugby. Great individual talent, but sometimes lacking a little bit in the concentration, discipline.
Ball held up on the line there. Oh, and it went forward in the pass. Yeah, unfortunately. So we're looking at 5-all at this moment in time. You would have to say the next one who scores is going to win this game. There is not enough time. No, ball's gone forward again. The Americans might feel a little bit unlucky, but in fairness, temperatures rising down there. Tonga restarting. There couldn't be much time left of ordinary time. Ball's gone into touch. The Americans looking to take the ball quickly into play. They're coming forward straight. He's through. He slipped the tackle. And that takes it to 6-5 for the Americans. Lorenzo. Il punteggio? È giusto. America. Quindi è 6-5 per gli Stati Uniti. We just have to. Sì, no. We just updated the scoreboard. It is 6-5. Oh, ball's gone forward. That's it. Unfortunately, the Americans have taken it. Tonga will feel great disappointment. But unfortunately, it was whoever's going to score that try was deep into the half. The Americans will be absolutely delighted with themselves.
Yeah, I think probably Tongans had a little bit more in the game, but at the key times, Americans played better. So,
but it just shows the level of concentration that you need, because the last try that the Americans scored to take the victory, in effect, was a missed tackle. Just a millisecond lack of concentration, and he slipped through for what was the easiest try of the game.
And I think the other thing that is difficult here is to appreciate out how hot it is down there, right? Because you can feel the heat steaming off the beach.
Suns steaming off the suns of the beach. So yeah, we've got our last match of the morning slot, and we're actually running quite well on time. We've recovered those couple of minutes that we lost. Kickoff due at 11:40. It's 11:38. It's seriously hot out there now at the moment. I'm just updating my score sheet. Yeah, we're looking at the Flare Bears. The Flare Bears taking their position in the pit, ready to come out and face the Fiji Warriors. Fiji Warriors, who have the aforementioned Italian international, naturalised Italian from New Zealand, Paul Griffin.
The man with the sideburns.
Some serious sideburns. I was actually thinking of growing a pair of them myself. Would you do it yourself?
Too many grey hairs sneaking through.
And here come the teams now. A couple of sizable islanders. Barty Hills leading out his Bears, his Flare Bears. Kit Dobner, if you're back home, Barty said to say hi. We hope you're well. Sorry not to see you this year. Hopefully the Bears will do themselves proud, as they always do in this match. Marius Mitrea, as I was saying earlier on, is going to take charge of this particular match. After the tournament here, he'll be taking a small break, and then he will be actually making his way to join the panel, the refereeing panel for the forthcoming Rugby World Championships in England. National anthems. the national anthems for Fiji and the Flare Bears from England. This is the Fiji Warriors' first appearance at Lignano. Barty, Danger Bear Hills, going to lead us.
Is he a good player?
Yeah, he's a very good player, but he's an interesting player because he's recovering from having had a brain tumor removed.
Seriously?
And one of the things that when he as part of his recovery, he always said, if I could get back to play, that he formed this this team, the Flare Bears, as a charity to raise funds for Brains Trust UK. So they play 7's and beach 5's. And in fact, he was telling me that only in the last couple of months he's got his driving license back, because obviously for a period of time, he would have had it revoked until the docs gave him the all clear. So yeah, so it seems things are good. A little bit on the high side there, but he's a man who knows danger. And he's looking for the offload, and he's the man who puts the Flare Bears one up. They've got the Flare Bears have actually were a little bit slow on the uptake there, and they found themselves with only 4 men in, and the Fijians found the space. Bit of a soft score for them to give away, but ball's gone forward. Maris Mitre is calling back to the mark. Restart for Fiji. Goes into contact. Ball is lost to the Flare Bears. Just hold on to it with his fingertips. Chris. Fantastic try. We were talking to Chris last night. Do you remember?
Yes, yes.
He's generally one of the star try performers. A man who likes big air.
Definitely.
Looking for an offload. Tackle a little bit high. Yes, Maris Maitreya calling the play. Some fantastic tackles going in, but unfortunately, that's why you can never give up. You can never give up, never give up. Fantastic. This is real scramble defense. Unfortunately, the Bears couldn't get enough players back.
Not the first time we've seen a guy clean through and then stumbling in the sand. Yeah.
No, I mean, it absolutely, if you've tried it yourself, it's 20 meters in length. But run 20 meters in a full tilt, and some guy breathing down your neck, looking for the offload but not making it. Ball goes loose to Fiji hands. Knock on. Maitreya calls the ball back. It's the Flare Bears in play. Danger Bear looking for the offload, getting it, but man and ball at the same time. There's a penalty to the Bears. The play is called back. Or advantage in the crew, so they get the restart. Barty calling a move, looking for the offload, looking for somebody. Ooh, and unfortunately, ball's gone forward. Fiji, that's Paul Griffin. Fantastic defensive display. Counter. Oh, that ball's gone forward. Turnover ball. Back with the Bears. 2-2, camped on the Fijian line, and the ball's gone forward again. The Flare Bears will be a little bit disappointed to be so close, but still so far from clinching the third try, taking them into a slim lead. Will they find the space down that wing? They do, they have. They've gone 3-2 up.
A tight game this. I think it's going to be difficult to call this one.
Yeah, I think there's, numbers in the second half might well come into play. Legs get extremely tired. Going into contact without the support, turnover ball. The English, Chris, and you would have to say that ball had gone forward. Advantage still accruing to, it didn't come. Maitreya calls it back. And off we go again. Split right through the middle. Fantastic try from captain. Danger Barty Hills. Danger Bear Barty Hills. Apologies to all Bears and Boogie Bears out there supporting your man. But we're delighted to see. Yeah, he's in good form. He's bagged a brace of tries already. They're 4-2 up. They should be happy with that. They have a numerical advantage in their squad. They have, as we saw in the lineout, it was 10-8.
Yeah.
The Fijians, unfortunately, a couple of last-minute injuries have left them short on numbers. You play with 5 players in field at any one time. That's the max. But the squad maximum number is 12. And to be honest, as the tournament rolls on, you really need every single one of the 12. Yes, it's possible to play with 8, but to get the results that you want at the end of the day, it's probably a bridge too far.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they hold up now in the second half.
But you have to, you really have to make hay while the sun shines. And when you're 3-4 meters out from your opponent's line, you've got to make it count. A couple of times there, the Bears slipped up. A couple of passes went forward or didn't go to hand.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, I think the Bears deserve this lead. They looked a stronger team, a little bit sharper.
Yeah. Well, for sure, they've got more experience. It's their 4th year here at Lignano. They were semi-finalists in 2011, and as I say again, through
themselves probably to go at least into the semis, right?
Well, I think that they have again, speaking to Barty earlier on, a couple of players last-minute injuries themselves that they lost guys. But they filled the ranks, but they've got a good core there from the last couple of years, so that experience really pays. You can see that the Fijian guys, are perhaps lacking just that little bit of experience. We'll see how the second half goes.
Yeah, I think the game management of the Flares has been very good. They've made the right calls all the time.
Lovely offload there. So they're bringing themselves back into it. It's 4-3. You can see how quickly it can change. Just as simple as that. Looking to release that ball, and the ball is out. But they need to be fast. They need to watch for this offload. There's space being created. And unfortunately, it's as easy as that. The two teams are tied up at 4-4. Obviously, Paul Griffin had a few words with the troops. I see Danny Ligeri-Badam down there as well. I'm not sure that he was actually planning on playing, but he is. Okay. They've got to be back 5. The line, not respecting the line. I wonder, will an advantage accrue? No. Dave Drury over on the far side doing his best to bring order, but Anyway, ball with the Fijians. It's 4-4. This is where concentration comes into it. They need to be absolutely on their game. Ball's gone forward in the pass. Restart to the Flare Bears. Looking to create space down the wing. Coming through the middle, and there it is. They've edged back in front, 5-4.
It's going to be a close one, huh?
Yeah, we've had quite a few already. Made the space and just went through. Unfortunately, did that ball go forward? It went forward. Yeah. They'll be spilled. Yeah, it got spilled. Oh, that's beautiful. And he makes his hat-trick. And he's pulled them 6-4 in front, which is really important to have that. A 2-try lead is equivalent to a 4-point margin or an 8-point margin in 15s. Well, I don't think there's any stopping him on that.
Out, you're not going to stop it.
That particular train was going to arrive at this station. 6-5, but they still have that advantage. Okay, we're probably about 2 minutes or so into the second half. The Bears need to consolidate here. Ball's gone forward. Turned over to the. But it's gone forward from the tip. In fact, yeah. He needs some support. Unfortunately, they're catching themselves with numbers, not rolling away. So ball to the Fijians, who restart. Looking for Paul Griffin. He's there. He's asking for it. The tackle. He's waiting on the inside for it. Unfortunately, lost control and gone into touch. Yeah, it's called touch. Okay, but it appears, in fact, that, yeah, well, the ball's gone back to the Fijians. Paul Griffin, ball's gone forward here. The Flares, unfortunately, yeah, it's got a little bit scrappy there just in those minutes. I think there's a little bit of exasperation. We need some fluid play. Griffin takes Hills again. Ball's gone forward. Fiji will be looking to make something from this. A game of 5 minutes per half. There's no time to waste. Some great defensive play from the Flare Bears. Paul Griffin again, scurrying, looking. He's in the play, looking to link up. Great reverse pass, gone forward. The players are exhausted.
Yeah, no, that was a great reverse pass there by Paul Griffin. It was fantastic, like old days.
Yeah, yeah. But look at the hands on knees. They're absolutely. This is lung busting stuff. But they need to. The English need to keep this ball alive. They need to keep it in hand. They need to make it, and he has. It's gone 7-5, and they've taken it. They've taken it. Last match of the day. 7-5. The Bears will be very happy with that start. Yeah, we're going to be taking a lunch break shortly. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, director's just telling me we're going to go and do a quick spot, and we'll do a recap on the morning's play. There you go. pitch side. We should look up there, Finian. Let the world see us. Those of you that are still watching, you can see now who's talking all the proverbial BS. We're doing a quick recap on this morning's play. We say that I Pessimi from Italy, the Italian champions, twice winners here at Lignano, and Ovale Beach Marseille, current reigning champions in Lignano, reigning European champions. They've already shown their colours.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously it was difficult to judge. They had two fairly easy games, I think, but in the end they showed real class. So I think everyone's going to be watching out for them, definitely.
Okay. Apart from those, we've seen a couple of highlights. We've seen the Bears just finishing well, but playing well. The Pacific Islanders against the Magnets. It's hard to say. Went to sudden death. The Pacific Islanders got the nod.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of tough games there. Pacific Islanders, the Tonga and the Bears, probably, and the US edging games there were very tight. So I think it's difficult to read anything into that yet. Good teams. We'll see what second game I think will give us a better picture on them.
Okay. Well, we'll be back here at for this afternoon's play, which will start at 2:20. The first matchup will be the Pacific Islanders against TAS Forum Uli. That'll tell us a little bit more about where the Islanders are, where Forum Uli are. Interesting morning's play. We definitely have two teams on fire. Let's see what they're like against stiffer opposition, and let's see, come 6 o'clock this evening, who will be in the top 8 slots for tomorrow's final qualification phase.
That's if they survive the furnace-like conditions here this afternoon.
We're here under this lovely little tent. There's director Lorenzo in the back. Give us a wave, Lorenzo. Yeah, thumbs up from Lorenzo. Yeah, it's hot here. We're in the shade. I can only imagine what it's like out there now at this very moment in time. But we'll say okay. We're going to go to lunch. Okay. Thanks for watching. Tune in later on. Who knows? We may have some surprise guests, surprise interviews. Woohoo!